Hi Chakits, I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time, so if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here. Does your house look like and have you been considering remodeling your home for some time now? Well, if you love real estate like I do and appreciate the attention to detail in the craftsmanship required to build a remodel or a gorgeous home, then I got the perfect company for you. Guys, I highly recommend Design Zone Remodeling. They are a stellar company that will turn your outdated home into your own personal sanctuary. They specialize in bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and full house remodels. Design Zone Remodeling has a reputation for excellent workmanship, competitive fees, and being able to offer a wide range of services and deliver the outstanding results to their clients. I use Design Zone Remodeling on my personal properties. Give Design Zone Remodeling a call today at 725-223-0871 or visit their website at designzoneremodeling.com to request a free consultation today. Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Las Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs, from a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Las Vegas, we do glass with class.
All right, and welcome to the LV Home Experts Podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing and what's going on with the Las Vegas housing market. So today, I'm rolling solo. That's right. So we're going to be talking about the Las Vegas housing market. We're going to be going over some stats. And what else are we going to cover? Ran into some problems today with a superintendent, so I'll tell you that story. Things that you guys need to be looking out for, kind of like the process of purchasing a brand new home. Also, what we're going to do is be taking some of your questions. That's right. So it looks like there are a few people logged in, so I just want to say thank you. I do appreciate that. Steven, I just want to say what's up. Appreciate that. Mr. Veterans Vlog, right? One of his questions, do you all get a lot of VA home loans? Yes, we do. We work with a lot of VA buyers. That's right. The VA buyers are a lot easier to close, believe it or not. There's a lot of agents out there don't like to accept the VA buyers because they feel that the appraisal is pretty strict and they're pretty conservative. And I literally just had one that we had to challenge, and we actually had a tidewater. And what a tidewater is, where the home does not appraise, and this home was roughly about $20,000 below the asking or purchase price. And what a tidewater is, before the appraiser, right, submits the file for full approval at that appraisal price, they will send out a courtesy letting agents know that we are going to challenge the comps. So this must be done within 48 hours of receiving it, and your lender should be sending this on out to you immediately. There are some lenders out there, believe it or not, that I've done deals with. They didn't send it on over because they forgot to send it on over. And that's why some of these lenders we are not working with today. However, I was able to resolve the problem. But again, it's all about teamwork and also communication. So with this story, my VA buyer, right, we purchased I don't want to say brand new home. We purchased a remodel home, from Open Door. Appraisal came in at $20,000 below. Now, we did get the Tidewater, and what I did was tag team with the listing agent, and the listing agent sent over her comps to justify why this home should appraise based upon the buyer's, offer price. And I ran the comps too, and I was able to justify it and show exactly why this home appraise or should appraise for my seller's offer price and even more. And this home has been completely rehabbed. However, going back and forth, and it literally took me about 4 to 6 days constantly challenging the appraiser. And it came to a point where the appraiser sent back an email and said, stop sending out another email with your comps because it re-triggers the Tidewater. Then they have to go back and reevaluate the property again. So I did this about 3 times to the point where the appraiser just got frustrated and said, hey, stop emailing us, making us do more work. Well, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about the seller. It's not about the appraiser. It's not about the lender, right? It's about the buyer, right? And typically with, these VA buyers, especially with my VA buyer, they didn't have enough money to come in with the remaining balance. So I was able to negotiate this deal and bring it up to about $5,000 left. So it only appraised for $5,000 less versus $20,000. At that point, I was able to go back and renegotiate with Open Door. And luckily enough, they actually dropped the price and we were able to get the deal done. So I was very stoked about that. Now, these situations don't happen all the time, but it can happen. And the reason why it's happening in today's market is because a lot of appraisers, especially with the VA appraisers, they're a little bit more conservative. And there's not too many VA appraisers out there because it's all in a whole nother classification of appraisers in itself, right? So you can become an appraiser that can do, FHA loans and conventional, which will be a little bit more easier. But when you go into like the VA, there's additional classes that you have to do. Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Veteran Vlogs. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I just want to say what's up to some people from Hawaii, Raw Tech TV. What's going on? I do appreciate all the love and also the support. One thing I do want to mention, and I have not mentioned this for a while, sometimes we need to step back and realize how blessed we are. And sometimes I can go off the edge and be a little bit bougie sometimes. And, I got to get chin checked. And I feel like I got chin checked. And I want to say this. I would not be where I'm at successfully financed, where I'm at financially, right? And I would not be in the position where I'm at today if it wasn't for you guys, believe it or not, for subscribing to the channel, believing in me, trusting the process, trusting the team, and giving us a call to earn your business, right? Because at the end of the day, what you're going to get out of me is I'm always going to tell you the truth. There's no, BS. I don't have time for that. And I'm just a straight shooter. Sometimes you may not like what I like or have to say, but it is what it is. And I think that's why a lot of people will gravitate towards me. Now, sometimes people don't like me, which is totally understandable. You know, everybody has their own different flavor. You know, I'm more of a sherbet type of flavor. I don't know if you guys like that. Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, I want to get into the housing market. It's very unique of what's going on. I'm starting to see a lot of investors coming out into the woodworks now, and they are starting to flip a lot of homes under the $400,000 price range. Things are actually moving at that price point. But we're going to get into the median price point, and we're going to see exactly how many days on the market, okay? Because a lot of people are thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to wait till the market crash. And the thing about it is you can definitely wait till the market crash, right? The question is, like, when is the market going to crash? I mean, I have no clue. But the other night, there was a couple articles that really fascinated me because I always think the market is going to crash, right? So the article had to do with how many homes, right, in the United States that people actually own free and clear. And it was about 40%, which is kind of fascinating. And then about 60% of them, right, are obviously loans. But out of that 60%, about 39% of them, right, majority of these people have loans with an interest rate below 4%. That is a very high number. So if we take a look in the Las Vegas housing market today, okay, our population is about to hit 3 million, okay? This is one of the metropolitan areas that is growing very rapidly. And that's the reason why I feel like things started to pick up again, is because we went from 480,000 down to about 435. Even though interest rates are up a lot higher at, you know, double the amount, right, from what we are used to, I think the reason why people are still moving out here is because of the benefits of moving to Las Vegas, right? Taxes, state income tax, all that stuff, right? All these major league teams coming out here. I mean, they're constantly building here in Las Vegas. It's unbelievable. There is so much growth that is taking place. But eventually what will happen is this area will be completely oversaturated. Now, the other thing is that you have to understand this, okay? The inventory is very low at this time. And you have to ask yourself, why is it low, okay? The people that have a mortgage at 3%, and I'm in that same situation, you know, 3.25, where am I going to move to? What am I going to buy? Yes, I can buy a home that I like, but is it really worth the payment? So, you know, when the Feds had dropped the rates and, you know, everybody has these 3.2, you know, 3.5% rates and lower, they didn't buy the house. They bought a mortgage. So what that means is that by having this type of mortgage, you're probably never going to sell that property. Because honestly, I don't think we will ever get down to 3% interest rates anymore, okay? And the reason why is because inflation is very high. And the only way to slow down inflation is to increase interest rates. That is the only way. But if we did drop rates, then inflation would run rampant, okay? The target rate for the Feds is at 2%. We're sitting, I think, what, 5? I don't remember. I think we're like 5, 5.25, whatever it is. I'll have to pull that up. But think about this. They raised rates 10 times from an all-time high. What was it, 6.5? And we're only at like 5 and some change. That didn't really do anything. So I think that's the reason why we don't have too much inventory, because why sell? Okay? And also remember, here in Las Vegas, we have over 80,000 people moving to Las Vegas every single year because of the migration pattern. You know, you got people from California just getting taxed like crazy. You know what I'm talking about. 90% of my clients are like literally from California. They're all moving out here. And we know real estate just comes down to supply and demand, okay? Now, we're going to pull up the market stats. We're going to see what's going on because proof's in the pudding, right? Now, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if it's going to go down any further. And anybody can argue their point and make a good point, but you just never know because real estate is psychological. The only way that this thing would actually crash is if the feds continue to raise rates, right? And at that point, jobs from 3.5% goes up to 6% or even double digits, then you probably can't afford your new mortgage, especially if you are buying in today's housing market, especially at a 6%, right? Imagine losing your job and having a mortgage at 6% versus at 3%. Because I own a home right now that when I purchased it, right, 3.2%, my payment's only like $930. Now, imagine if you're on a fixed income, and most Americans are. So if you're at 6%, imagine paying like $2,000 a month on a fixed income. That is a lot of money. And normally, a lot of Americans have car payments. They have kids, right? So all I'm saying is this. If you are planning on buying a home in today's market, you may want to sit tight, right? And hold on to that property for some time because eventually you may go down in a downwind or you may come into some trouble. So all I'm saying is that you're probably going to have to hold on for a little bit longer, okay? And if you need to buy a home, then buy a home. At the end of the day, I'm not telling you if you should buy a home or not, okay? Anyway, I'm just kind of ranting along, and if I make sense, let me know in the comments below. If I don't, let me know, okay? I want to go ahead and pull up some market statistics here. You know what? Let's go on this camera angle here. This is probably better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do at some residential property, okay? I want to take a look at the stuff that was closed in the last 7 days. I really want to get my foot on the ground. I want to see exactly what is going on, okay? We're going to focus on detached homes. And let's do a aerial view here real quick of the Las Vegas Valley, okay? Now, the homes that I'm about to pull up and the statistics, this is only based upon the city of North Las Vegas, city of Las Vegas, unincorporated Las Vegas, and also Henderson and Boulder City, okay? So let's go ahead and pull this. Let's see what's going on here. So if we take a look, as far as what's available, okay, let's see here. We're going to go to stats. Let's pull this baby up. Okay, so we currently have active right now on the MLS, and this is just only for resale homes, okay? Resale homes, we have a total of 3,494 properties currently available. The median price point that's listed is $555,000 at $257 a square foot, okay? Now let's take a look at the solds because this is really the true numbers, the median, right? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Here we go. Let me look on my screen. Okay, it looks like you guys could definitely see this. So for 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 1,877 square feet, the median list price was at $449,000. And take a look at this number right here. This has actually gone up to $441,000. So believe it or not, home pricing got up probably about $10,000, I believe, from the last time we did this, right? I think it was at $430,000, maybe $425,000. So things are moving up because of this price point. Now, the barometer that you will use to shop for a home is $239 a square foot, or $238, I apologize. Average days on the market, which is kind of crazy to me, all right? 24 days. The question is why, right? Well, let's take a look at this. We're going to look at this together on a mortgage calculator. You know what? I can't even pull this thing up. I have to fire up my phone. With Zillow, and I'm going to tell you what the current rates are as well with Zillow, but we're going to move on real quick. So let me take a note of this so that way we can figure all this out. So for single family residents, like I said, okay, is $441K. And then the price per square foot on this is $238. Average days on the market, 24 days, which is baffling to me. Okay. But let's take a look. And now you guys can actually go to your mortgage calculator. Zillow offers one, which I think is pretty cool. And right now, believe it or not, right, the rates, according to the market trader with Zillow, nationwide interest rates are at 5.859%. I mean, take a look at this chart. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I guess you guys can't see. It's too bright, so I apologize. On a 30-year fix. Not bad. Now, new homes are moving a lot faster than the resale side. And the reason why is that you can buy a brand new home right now with KBs under $500,000, right? And you can get more of a square footage. Like right now, I can pick up a model 2469 model, 5 bedrooms and a loft with a bedroom downstairs, all right, for $500,000, okay? And this is already a spec build. It's already move-in. So let's take a look at this. So if I bought at $500,000, okay, and this is what's great. A lot of new home builders right now, I'm seeing online, okay, they are willing to lock in your rate for the next 12 months if you built a home for like 4.95%. Or I'm going to put this 4.875%, okay? And let's just say if you did put down 10%, okay? Secondary home, vacation home. Check this out. Your payment for a brand new home, principal and interest, right, is $2,856 for a brand new home. Now, if I took a look at the resale side, okay, and this is if they bought down your rate. Now, if I took a look at the rates today with the mortgage calculator, 5.86%. Let's make the adjustments. Okay. At 10% down at $441,000. Give me a second. 41,000. Your principal and interest, taxes and insurance is $2,767. So basically, you are paying about $90 more for a brand new home, and you're getting about 800 square feet or something like that more. You're getting more of a home. Now, somebody says KB is one of the worst I've ever heard. Now, I'm not too sure why you don't like KB homes, and that's what you've heard. Now, I can tell you, all builders, you will have a problem, right? Matter of fact, today I went to a new home orientation. If you guys don't know what a new home orientation is, this is where, before we go to the closing table, you will set up an appointment with the superintendent, which allows you to walk through the property to point out all the stuff that you would like fixed within a certain period of time before we go to the closing table to sign off on the home. Now, when I went over to this new home orientation today, okay, I can tell you right off the get-go, superintendents do not like real estate agents because a lot of real estate agents give superintendents a hard time, I guess. And also, it could kind of slow down the process. And the superintendent wants to kind of do their own thing, okay? So the superintendent, what their job is they are responsible for a certain amount of homes to close every single month, right? And to also keep the home on track of the build process. So corporate may say, hey, look, we're selling these homes, right? You have so many months to get these homes done. His job is to work with a bunch of contractors and trades that don't work for the builder. But sometimes corporate will put more load on the superintendent, right? And what happens is there's more pressure for the superintendent. An average superintendent should be only managing 10 to 20 homes at most, and that's a good superintendent. So today, when I went down there, okay, and typically for my clients, I will have them conduct a home inspection about a day prior to the new home orientation. I don't do it a week before, 2 weeks before, because the home is not built. The home should be already completed by the time you do your new home orientation. Because the new home orientation is a process for the superintendent to show the client, you as a buyer, their product, their features of how everything works, what to expect when you move into your home, what to expect in 6 months will happen to your home, and their processes and their follow-up. And it also allows you as a consumer to pick out things that you question that you would like to have fixed. Now, for me, I always get a home inspection done. Highly recommend it. So today, we had the home inspection report. We went down there. And I can already feel the tension between me and the superintendent. So my client was like, hey, let's go through this process, introduction and all that stuff. And he had the home inspection report. And the superintendent says, we don't have to abide by the guidelines of the report, which is true because it does say that in their contract. But it also says that the client has a right to do a home inspection, and also during the new home orientation, whatever I see, whatever I want fixed, as a courtesy, you guys will fix it for us to get it closed. So basically the superintendent was like, nope, I'm not using that. Hey, you know what? That is completely fine. And he got to the point where he started like yelling at me. And at the end of the day, I kept my cool, but I had to put my foot down in front of my client and said, look, we're not playing this game. And we were literally like almost to the point where like we're bickering back and forth. And it wasn't really like a shouting match, but it was kind of like you could feel the tension, right? Just kind of going back and forth. And he kind of got frustrated and kind of left. And he went to go speak to his boss, right? So we kind of played cool, and I advised my client. I said, look, you don't have to use, if he wants to say that we can't use this, that's fine. Well, we remember everything on the list anyway. At the end of the day, as we walk through this home, this allows you to pick out whatever wants to be done. So it was almost like a game we had to play. And I can really feel the tension when he came back into the room. He's like, we're not going to use that list. So I said, fine. Completely fine. We'll play this game, And he was like, this is not a game. And I was like, I understand this is not a game. However, I'm actually here to represent the client, okay? I know what it says on the contract. I know how this process works. And at the end of the day, I understand that you're stressed. I understand that you have a bunch of homes that need to be done. How can I tell? Because I can tell because this home is not completed yet. It's incomplete. There's a lot of things that need to be done here, and it's not done. Okay, so do not try to dish this home off to my client. The last thing I want to do is we do this new home orientation, then we give you the list later on because that's what you want and you say you're going to fix it. But by the time my clients move in and he's contacting the home warranty department, you know what happens when it goes to the home warranty department? Eventually somebody will come out, and when they do come out, guess what happens? They prolong everything to the point where you just get frustrated and you no longer deal with them. You have to bring in your own contractors. So if you're spending a lot of money on a brand new home, why not just get the deal done right? Why not just build everything correctly? Why not get everything just done? Because once you get it done, you no longer have to send it to the home warranty department. That's all I'm saying. So at this point, he was like, you can't use this home inspection report. So I said, fine, let's just put it away. I said, Mr. Client, don't worry about it. I remember everything on the report. It's all good. We're going to play this game, okay? So we're walking through the property. We're pointing out stuff, right, as we go along. And let's just say I think we were probably maybe 2 hours into it. And we're getting close to the end. And I go, I'm going to call him Frankie, the superintendent. I go, Frankie, how many items do we have on currently right now on the list that needs to be done that we're checking off? He's like 31. I looked at him. I looked at my client. I looked at the request for repair form. I go, Frankie, doesn't that look like the home inspection report? Then he looked at me and we all started cracking up, right? At this point, I was able to put his guard down. And by the time we were done with this new home orientation, it took us about 3 hours. We all became friends, good friends, believe it or not. And when I left the house, he said to my client, he goes, you really have a good agent. He's really got your back. And you know what? That actually made my day. And I told the superintendent, I said, look, man, there's no hard feelings whatsoever. You know, the client hired me to do something and I'm here and this is what I'm doing, okay? The reason why I'm bringing this up is not because I'm trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, because it's not about me, okay? All I'm saying is, should you hire me or not, whoever you work with, you have to have somebody to step up. When it's time to bat, you got to be swinging. And there's going to be times where agents out there are not willing, right, to put their reputation on the line, or to say anything. You got to, because look, that's our job. Not only that, you hired me for a reason, okay? Now, I want to take a quick break here. I know that I'm rambling along, but these are just important informations that you guys just need to be aware of. It's just so important that you have the right people in place to help you. Look, this is what I do 7 days a week. This is my life. This is all I have. This is what I care about. This is not like a job that I go to. I don't have to do this podcast, but I choose to. I eat, breathe real estate. All right, let's take a quick break, folks. Hi, Chakits. I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time. So if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs. From a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas. We do glass with class.
Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
All right, and I'm back, the host of the LV Home Experts Podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, your licensed real estate agent. All right, we're going to get right back in to the market stats. We're going to be moving along to townhomes. So today, townhomes, we are now closing at $335,000 for the median price point. The median was listed at $345,000. Actually dropped $10,000. Wow. At $229 a square foot with an average days on the market again. 25 days. That is very fast. Very fast. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about townhomes. And are you guys familiar with townhomes? Because a lot of people get confused between townhomes and actually condos. Matter of fact, I have a LOI, which is a letter of intent to purchase I think it's a 10-unit condo near SUMMERLIN. So it's got a small little complex. So hopefully the seller accepts my offer. But I really want this property. But I guess, you know what? We'll see if we get it. Only time will tell. Okay, so like I mentioned, $229 a square foot. Average days on the market is 25 days. Man, things are moving along. Now I'm going to take a couple questions here before the feed gets just way too long. Did you ever sell your rentals? If so, do you regret them? Yes, I've sold all my rentals, but except one. And it was actually one of my first ever flips that I put more money into this flip because I got emotionally involved. And I think that tends to happen to all my flips. But the good news is when I put it on the market, I always get top dollar. Now, do I regret selling? I regret making $8,000 a month in cash flow, right? Mailbox money. And that's a lot of money, $96,000 a year without doing anything, passive. I mean, how can you go wrong? And that's with all the expenses that comes with a rental property, right? Property management fees, you know. Sometimes you get vacancies and all that stuff. However, sometimes you have to reposition. And no, at this point, I do not regret selling it, okay? I am going definitely cash heavy, and I'm waiting for an opportunity. Always looking for an opportunity. That's what I love about real estate. The opportunities are always there. You just have to find them. And you have to create opportunities because what I see in the value of a property, somebody else may not see, okay? Somebody says, KB is one of the worst I've ever heard about. Okay, we talked about that. Added that. Tax, SIDS, and LIDs, and insurance. Here's the thing. Buying a home, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, right? PITI, it's all included. You have no choice but to pay insurance, taxes on the property. Now, SUMMERLIN, okay, you got the master plan fee. I think they're now at what, $58 or $60 a month for the master? Not including your sub, but there are special improvement district and also local improvement district additional fees that you do have to pay for. Has inflation gone down recently? Yes, it has, which is I need to pull that up to figure out what's the current inflation rate right now. Now, there are some sites that you can actually go to. I'll have to pull that up here. in my folder. Where's my inflation rate? Fed's meeting calendar. Okay, let's take a look at the Fed's meeting calendar. January, March, June. So it looks like the next Fed fund meeting, just to update you guys, is June 13th and 14th. So we'll see if they are going to raise interest rates. The news says that they're not going to raise it. I believe they're going to raise it another quarter of a point. Okay. Remember, their target rate is at 2%. They have no choice but to raise rates. Also, I'm going to go down to the housing stats. See where we are at. I'm going to pull up this screen real quick so that way we can both look at the screen. Let me get a better one here. So as you can see how many units are totally owned right now throughout the United States. Now, this is not 1,500. These are thousands. Okay. Isn't this crazy? So things are starting to move along. Look at this. Total units for housing. Now, you can actually pull all this information at the St. Louis Fed. Okay, I'm going to pull up some information here. Let me find my Fed fund rates real quick. I think this is it. Okay, here we go. Fed fund rates. Where are we at right now? Drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get a drum roll. Well, it says the Federal Reserve raised the Fed fund rates by 25 basis points to a range of 5 to 5.25% during its May meeting. Actually, this is the 10th increase, which is kind of crazy. So interest rates right now is at 5.25%. Not bad. Oh, you know what? Let me show you the stats. I'm sorry. Here you go. 5.25%. Excuse me. Now, I want to take a look at the inflation rate, right? Here's your interest rate, 5.25%. They raised it. Let's say interest rates, economic. Let me pull this thing up real quick. Anyway, while I'll do that, I also need to pull up the condos because somebody was asking me what the condos are. I know I'm jumping all over the place. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to keep your attention span before you guys jump off the channel here. Okay, so condos. Give me a second here. I'm trying to pull all this up. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this thing together. So right now, active, we have only 549 condos. That is not that many condos whatsoever, okay? Total sold within the last 7 days is only 85. Okay. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,025 square feet. The median price, the list price was $237,000. They're selling at $228,000 at $230 a square foot. Average days on the market, 15 days. I mean, that market is moving so fast, so rapidly. And the question is why? Because people have uncertainty right now. People have no clue what is going on with the market. People are getting paranoid. You have some landlords that they're just trying to sell their property. All right, because some of them are getting paranoid. Some of them are repositioning. And I was dealing with a client the other day. And he was like, I just want stability. I don't want to be moving into another rental property and a year later, I got to move. And I was like, you know what? That actually makes sense. And he's like, look, I understand the rates are high, but I want security. And I was like, you know what? That's probably a good reason to be buying a home. Stability and security. Now, let's see here. Good evening. Great content and information. Would it be a decent credit score for about a $400,000 home or a townhome? Well, first of all, it's going to be very hard to get a house for $400,000. They do exist for single family detached, but one of the challenges is what area, right? Because area plays such a key factor in the decision making of purchasing a home. Okay. Now, when it comes to credit score, okay, depending on the type of loan and the lender that you go with, we have guidelines. So every lender with their guidelines, one lender may say, hey, we could take a credit score at 620, but what they're going to do is probably put you with VA, FHA, whatever it is, right? They also have their guidelines as far as a minimum credit score. Now, on the in-house financing, there's really no guidelines, right? It comes down to how much are you willing to put down. But I've seen like Wells Fargo take down to 620. I've seen some lenders do 580, but you're going to be paying a premium. So now the question is, why is your credit score at 580? Well, your credit score could probably be at 580 because you got some outstanding debt that you ain't paying, right? That's hurting you. And let's just say it's like 15 grand. But you still can get a loan at a 580, but now your interest rate, let's just say, is now at 6.5%. But if you had a better credit score, right, your interest rate could be at 5.2% or 5%. So sometimes it may be wise to speak to a lender and run two scenarios. Keep the same credit score I'm at right now and pay a higher rate, or should I take the money I have, fix my credit, pay off my debt, get everything all situated, so that way I get a higher credit score, which means I have a lower interest rate, a lower payment. That would probably make sense. But also you need to find out how long will it take you. So these are things that you have to kind of run through the scenario and do the math, right? Because the math never lies. So let's just say, hypothetically, you have interest rate at 7%. And at 7%, that's what a credit score at 580. But your payment now is $2,800 a month. But if your credit score would have been at 650, now you would have had an interest rate at 6.5%. Your payment would be 22. And I'm just making these numbers up, right? So we know from 580 all the way up to 650 to get you to that tier bracket, you can save a half of a point, let's just say, and your payments would fluctuate $600. But the only way to get you to that 650 is to establish some sort of a line of credit or something like that, right? And you would have to figure out how long it would take you, how much it would cost you. If you know you're paying additional $600 a month, 1 year, that's $6,000. If you had to fix something where your credit cost you less than $6,000, you might as well wait and play the game. It's very simple, guys. The math tells you right here. Now, I do this for a living. If you have a problem, and I get calls like this all the time, which is, I think I need to start filming this. People will always have problems and situations, and they think they can't get into a home. Give me a call for a free consultation. Let me know what is it that you would like to do, right? What are your goals? Let me help you and take a look at your financial situation, and I could literally tell you step by step, here's the game plan. Here's the blueprint, right? Have you ever seen like the Back to the Future, where that one episode where it was Marty McFly had that one book. It was a sports book that you could like see the future. That's basically what this is and how I can actually help you, okay? It's very simple. Real estate is only a game, and you got to understand the game, and you got to play the game to win. Okay. Let's see what other questions that some of you guys have here. Aren't institutional investors pausing right now? Yes, institutional investors are pausing right now. I would actually have to agree. I have a friend of mine. He's a pretty big investor out here. He does about 100-something homes. Now, I got another investor. He does roughly about another 100 homes. I actually have another investor. They do about 100 homes. And two of them, they are still flipping, but they are flipping at a certain price point, and typically it's at around the 400 and below. I have the smaller guys too. They are still flipping, and they're pulling down some great deals. But now there's a company that I think it's the biggest company that does the flips. They're no longer doing flips. They're actually doing wholesaling deals, which means they really find dilapidated properties and they flip the contract. Okay. Matter of fact, I will be bringing somebody on air next week, I believe, and we're going to be talking about house hacking. And I think the following week, we're going to be also talking about flipping properties, because you can actually make money in this Las Vegas housing market, believe it or not. A lot of people say you can't make money, but trust me, you can definitely make some money. Proof's in the pudding, man. Trust me. Has inflation gone down recently? Oh, I forgot to pull up that stats. I do apologize. The 366 model is a great value if you spec it out right. So Germany is talking about KB Homes has the biggest model, which is the 3066 model. I believe on that one you have a loft up to like 5 bedrooms. That is definitely a great spec. Yes, and depending on where you buy it to as well, they do have that model up in SUMMERLIN, which is, I think it's like overvalued. Now, one thing about these new home builders, you can buy the same home in a different location, but the dirt costs more, the elevation will cost more. The same slide, even though same material, Alpine slides, will cost you a different price point. It's just crazy. I go to the same design studio, but different community, but they're charging you more money. Okay? Something to keep in mind. What's up, C? Love your videos. I do appreciate you. Californians are definitely changing the landscaping. I've also read that the Californians are the biggest demographics leaving to Las Vegas. Yes, that's why I said a lot of my clients, man, are from California. A lot of them, you know what they're doing? 1031 exchange. That's right. If you guys don't know what a 1031 exchange is, basically you are deferring the capital gains by taking one money, moving it on over to a different property, and deferring the taxes. And that's a great strategy if you think about it. If you're getting taxed like crazy in California, especially if you're going to sell your home, right? You might as well dump that into an investment property because, California's eating you guys up raw, man. But a lot of Californians are getting smart. So if you guys want to learn how to do a 1031 exchange, you're out from California, give me a call, free consultation. We'll definitely hook you up, point you with the right people, and help you out. I mean, it's very simple. It's not hard whatsoever. Do you think that the luxury taxes on the luxury homes will be in Las Vegas? I hope not. Here's the thing. Right now, with the city, they're pretty smart, man. They understand what's going on. And I don't think it's too corrupt out here in Las Vegas. I think the city is ran very well. And I think what has really helped Las Vegas is the tourism. And we're generating over $1 billion in tax revenue. So that's where a lot of money, I mean, that's where the state is getting, or the city is actually getting their money, right? It's from tourism. As long as that is up, I don't think we'll ever have a problem. But man, that luxury tax in LA, man, you're screwed. Again, that's why you would do that 1031 exchange. Let's figure that out together. There's a lot of investment deals. And I'm not talking about these little small houses and stuff like that, because that's not a real investment, man. That's speculation stuff. I'm talking about apartment complexes. How sad that people will believe like that. What is it saying? How sad that people will behave like that. Oh, this cat that you had to deal with. You know what? It's not a big deal. Okay, I understand that guy has a lot of pressure with taking away blah blah blah. Boy, okay, that money now for okay. Anyway, I don't want to go into what this gentleman is saying because at the end of the day, we got the we resolved the problem and got the deal done. That's all that matters. And we just move on. I just wanted to share that story because a lot of people don't understand the value of a strong real estate agent. All I'm saying is, look, if I got to step in that boxing ring to take a couple jabs, I will. At the end of the day, I don't get emotionally involved. Business is business with me. How do you like your Pulte homes? Somebody asks. We are looking to get at them for a quality spec. Their houses just seem to be built better. Okay, so with Pulte homes, there's two divisions. You got Pulte homes and you also have American West. American West, what you'll see is like it's all the same cookie cutter homes. Pulte starting to be the same thing, but with Pulte you have a little bit more options and selections that you can actually pick from and choose from, especially at the design center. As far as like what you get for the money, the quality to build, I think the materials are a little bit better. Okay, a lot of that stuff that you see is FOMO. Basically, all that upgrades and options, overkill. You'll never get that stuff because the home would never appraise, and that's just the reality. You'd have to pay over the appraised value. But as far as quality build, I'm actually pretty pleased with it. But you're paying for the quality build, right? And that's what you have to take a look at. Some of these homes, you pay for what you get for, right? And a lot of people talk shit about like KB Homes, but boy, I like KB Homes. As far as what you get for the money and how you can utilize your money, make this thing look sweet and make it as just as efficient, bro, I'm telling you, I'm all for it, okay? I should be the ambassador for KB Homes. Matter of fact, you guys should send me a contract right now. Okay. If you drive by the street Cactus and Jones, there's like 20 spec homes sitting that just can't sell. You're absolutely true, and that's with Pulte Homes. And the reason why is because their 5,000 square feet homes are around $800,000. I mean, that's a lot of money, right? And also, you got to understand that the market is not at the 800,000 right now. It's at 500,000 and below because of the interest. That is right. We will check with them next week. Thanks. Railroad Crossings. Hey, make sure to drop my name too as well. You should always have a real estate agent for real. I'm not playing. Jimmy says, I'm actually retiring now. So townhome and workout, great. I'm retiring now. So a townhome and workout, great. That doesn't make any sense. I want something maintenance free. Okay. Sounds like what he is saying is that he wants a townhome in a workout area would be great. Depending on which townhome community that you go to, may have a clubhouse. A lot of them nowadays do not come with a clubhouse because the association is just would be too high, and that's what they're trying to eliminate. Somebody says those are the power line houses. I'm not too sure what he's talking about. Thank you, Chakits, for helping out Jerry buy our house in Henderson. I'm not too sure who BK is. I think this is her friend. Jerry was a very nice lady. She bought a very beautiful home. With Jerry's story, I've never met her in person. Okay. She's an older lady that has retired, looking to move out to Las Vegas. Reason why I bring this up is because this is like one of the services that I do provide. Okay. And guys, I'm just looking to earn your business. All right. This is how we feed our family. When I say our family, I'm not just talking about my family. We have a full staff, right? The carrying cost in this office is not cheap, guys. Not cheap. But anyway, so Jerry, I met her through, social media site just like this. She had contacted me and said, hey, look, I'm interested in buying a home. So, okay, what are you looking for? And I set her up on a search criteria. And she said, I like this property, I like this property, I like this property. Okay. We went out, did a FaceTime walk through the property. First 2 properties, she didn't like it. I think maybe about the 3rd or maybe the 4th one, we started writing up offers. Our offer got accepted. She fell in love with the property. Okay. We did a home inspection. Renegotiated the home inspection. Listing agent got pissed off at me. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to go down that road. Maybe I'll tell you guys one day later. Or one day. I don't know. Anyway, we got that deal done. After we got that deal done, every 1 or 2 weeks, I'll stop by, put her on FaceTime, and walk her through the property again, just to check up on her property, right? Because that's the right thing to do, right? And this is that additional service that we provide. Now, also keep in mind, I've never met Jerry in person at all. It was just all through technology and this. That's right. And we're just waiting for her to come to Las Vegas, and I'm going to hand her over her keys. Jason, I just said thank you so much for the love. We have a Pulte home in Idaho, and was surprised. I told my wife, Chakits tour these homes. Oh, cool. Thanks. Vegascoins.com. I think that's what it is. I really do appreciate all the comments, too, as well. It means a lot to me, folks. Also, another thing I do want to share with you guys before I let you go, because we're running a little bit overtime here. If you are a real estate agent, okay, and thinking about becoming a real estate agent, okay, this is one of the hardest careers. Everybody thinks like, hey, this is great. Now, keep in mind, there are some real estate agents that, get licensed. They end up selling a bunch of homes to their sphere. After that is downhill, okay? The statistics for an agent is very high for failure rate. Very high. Now, we have created a course, an online course. Now, the course, it's called 6-Figure Agent. And we coach our students, and we have many students now that we have coached to become a 6-figure agent. We literally break it down. Where to get licensed, what to expect, how to find the right brokerage, right? This is how far we're breaking it down. How to generate business. How to overcome objections. How to list properties, right? How to find the right properties for the buyer. How to build that relationship. How to find the right website for you. How to create that CRM. So it is online right now. I'll have a link in the description below. In addition to that, if you want to learn how to do video home tours and make extra money, I'm talking about thousands of dollars a month. No joke. And also generate leads, right? For your real estate business. Just like this. This is how we get business, right? All social media marketing. Okay? You can literally make up to 7 figures. Trust me. I know this for a fact. Now, if you're on the other side of the screen right now and you're not a real estate agent, you don't care about becoming a real estate agent, but you want to learn how to do video home tours. Okay? This course is also for you. Okay? But you're going to probably wonder, like, hey, how do I make some money? I don't care about being an agent, but I love touring homes. Well, look, you can monetize your videos. You can get paid. Okay? I'm going to show you exactly how to create a landing page, how to generate your CRM by getting the first name, last name, and your email address, how to partner up with a real estate agent, okay, and get a piece of that pie. Imagine that. That's consistent passive income. So the question is, why would an agent do that with you? Well, If I had somebody was doing video home tours for me and just giving me the business and I gave them a certain piece of the pie, wouldn't that be a win-win situation? It's a team thing. Okay. We also have a coaching program too as well. Now, this is not a coaching course online that we offer. This is a coaching program, okay, where one of my team leaders, Joey Andron, he will coach and mentor you as well, okay? That is pretty much it. I know that I've been kind of rambling on. My mouth is getting a little bit dry, okay? And again, I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really, really, really love each and every one of you guys. Other than that, guys, I don't even know what to say. I just have nothing